Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a Magic Review. Hey, so today we're back in my Magic library, and we're going to look at Looking Glass 2.0 from Romanos and Magic Dao. Looking Glass 2.0 is basically a mentalism style DVD. You're getting several effects on this, and they're all centering around a magic utility. It's a very old utility. You're going to see it in some of your older books like 13 Steps and Animan. It's called a Shiner, and if you don't know what it is, I'm not going to tell you. Uh, but they give you a modernized version of it, and they actually give you two, which is great, and it's very well made. And there's a couple of different effects on this, and then there's some ways in which you can use it. All of it is going to center around the idea of peaking. And I don't think I'm giving anything away out of school because, I mean, it actually says this in the write-up of the effect when you go to the manufacturer's website. So you'll learn how to denote the serial number off of a bill. You'll learn how to do drawing duplication. You'll learn how to read ESP cards and lots of different other ways to get glimpses of playing cards or pictures that are on phones or gaff decks or any other thing that can be written down. There's a living or dead routine on there. Just ways that you can get a glimpse of something without the spectator seeing what it is. So a couple of questions we always ask about all of our magic effects. First question, since it's a DVD, how's the overall quality? Overall quality is great. It's all filmed indoors in studio at Magic Dao. And Romanos goes over every single one of the effects. There's multiple camera angles. He does spend time on every single effect. There is kind of a microphone tanginess to it. It does sound like he's in like a cave, probably because he's not wearing a lapel mic. But you know, that's just a little tiny thing. It's all shot in HD, so you are getting a really a quality DVD. Originality, you know, as with mentalism, especially when you talk about peaking or using a utility to peak, that in and of itself is very ancient. It's not original. What makes this fresh, what makes this original, is Romanos' application using things like cell phones and gimmick decks. And so I think you're going to find fresh ideas on this. It'll certainly spark your interest. And so there is an original aspect to it. Can you do these effects surrounded? No. As with the nature of some of this, especially if you're a mentalist and you understand what I'm talking about, no, you can't do it surrounded. It's meant to be done straightforward, one-on-one. A lot of mentalism is supposed to be done with, you know, one particular spectator, and you kind of have their attention. So it's not really a surrounded style effects. Is the gimmick and the DVD well made? Absolutely. The gimmicks you're getting are very well made, and I won't go into the detail of how they're well made, but they just, God, trust me, they are. They're well made. They'll probably last you a very, very, very long time. What's the skill level on this? Skill level on this is going to be beginner to intermediate, so I would say it's all skill levels. Certainly the beginner is going to have an introduction to peaking, and I think those of us who have more experience with this, we're going to find some little gems and some little nuggets there as well. So how much setup and reset is there? There's absolutely none. You should be able to get in and out of these very quickly. It's not anything that requires any sort of moving parts or setup or anything like that, so there's no setup. Positives. Positives for this, it's well-made performance DVD, and they're giving you lots and lots of examples, and it'll carry over with you into the future. So as you go forward in your mentalism career, you'll find new ways to use this, absolutely. So lots of positives. Negatives. You know, there's always negatives with anything, and so these are just my negatives. They don't have to necessarily be yours. My negatives for this are really, really, really small, really, really minute. There's just no real-world performances on this DVD. It's all shot in-house. Maybe if you've seen a Magic Dao DVD before, this is very similar. There's just, it's all studio performances, so you don't really get a sense of how these work in the real world, but I think Romanos does a good job of teaching them. So that's just my one little tiny negative. Is it worth your money? Hey, it's $30. You're getting the DVD, you're getting two gimmicks, you're getting a lot of ideas, plus the ability to carry those ideas into the future, especially with some of your favorite magic books that you already have at home. I think definitely money well spent. Who would like this? Who would like this? People that are just getting into mentalism, that need this kind of introduction, people that have been doing mentalism for a while, and maybe who've even been doing this style of mentalism, but just kind of need a fresh approach. So I think both of those audiences would love Looking Glass 2.0. Okay, so that's my review. Looking Glass 2.0, again, it's by Romanos and Magic Dao. And if you'd like to purchase yours, you can find it from your favorite local Murphy's Magic supplier. Thanks. Bye.